Yeah, good morning, everyone. So we saw some corrections happening in the US market. A continuation of the Monday decline. Tuesday also markets saw decline, mainly driven by the strong economy data which came on before the Monday opening, and that has created some fear about whether the rate cut which Fed is talking will come or not. That has created some concerns, and that is leading to even the bond yield consistently moving up and reaching to 5-month high. Now the bond yield is at around 4.34, 10-year bond yield, which is one of the highest in last 4 5 months. So that is creating some concerns, and we saw some profit booking happening in the US market. And taking lead from the US market, even the Asian market is seeing some decline, over 1%. Most of the markets are down, and also some impact of larger earthquake which has come in Taiwan, uh, one of the highest earthquake in last 25 years. So, and that is creating some concern about the possibility of tsunami also. So that is also having some sentimental negative impact on the Asian market. Uh, Indian market are also likely to take lead from the international market, and likely to see some profit booking today. I'll request technical team to take up from here.
Thank you, sir. Very good morning, all of you. So, as we are seeing the global cues, we're expecting a gap down opening and we're expecting a profit booking kind of a day today. Well, Nifty has an immediate support placed at around 22,370. If that is the previous swing support in yesterday, that was from yesterday's trading session. If that is broken on closing basis, then we can see 22,300 levels. And follow that, the big support zone will be 22,200, which is 20-day moving average from where Nifty is given the breakout. The 22,200 is the level we have to watch for. Whereas on the upside, 22,500 is this is in zone, and once that is surpassed, then only we'll see a big rally toward 22,600. Moving on to Bank Nifty has given a good breakout in yesterday's trading session, though. But today, as we are expecting a negative move in the market, we are expecting some profit booking in Bank Nifty as well. The immediate support for Bank Nifty is placed at 47,750, followed by 47,500 to 47,300. There's an immediate resistance for Bank Nifty at around 48,150, followed by 48,370. Moving on to Nifty Financial Services, the downside support for Nifty Financial Services lies at 21,250, followed by 21,170, where the upside resistance is placed at 21,350 to 21,500 levels. Stock specific, we feel NFL is looking good at current levels, but due to the gap down opening, we have to see it should be bought only above 96 rupees. Once it's going to be a conditional buy call for a target of 102 by keeping a strict stop loss of 93.50. So that's all from my side. I request Nirav to take the call forward.
Yeah, thank you, Ayush. On the derivative front, nothing much to say. Only thing is the VIX has decreased below the 12 levels also. Now at 11.65, and with the election approaching, the VIX will only move up from here. So there can be some days where like today, Nifty's opening gap down, you will see volatility coming in, where sudden moves of 100, 150, 200 points in the index will come on either direction. It won't be only in one direction, it will be in either direction. That will help the VIX to move up. Generally during elections, the VIX moves up above the 15 levels, around that 2022 levels. In the last two elections, that has happened. So we are expecting the VIX to move up from here. The other data, the open interest and the PCR, they are at comfortable levels. Don't see much downside for Nifty from here. 22,500 on the future is a good support area. However, the PCR at 22,500 is still not above one, and that is why we are seeing some resistance coming in for the spot. And like in all likelihood, 22,300 to 22,500 is where the spot will oscillate in between, and for a couple of days, and then once 22,500 is broken above on the spot, you will see further buying coming in, with the highest call base being at 23,000. That is the level that it can retest going forward. From the stock specific front, we saw good buying in metal specifically, and as we've been saying, SAIL, National Aluminium, Tata Steel, these stocks can do very well. So look out for the same. The stocks here can, in the metal spec, run for the next 15-20 days. In fact, a lot of stocks are coming out of the 2-year consolidation. There are a lot of breakouts coming in, and open interest wise, a lot of shorts have been cut in the last 2 years period, and so we expect further buying to come in from current levels for these stocks. So yeah, look out for the same. That's it from my side. Like to ask the fundamental team to take over, please.
Good morning. Olectra Greentech has extended its tie-up with BYD Auto for manufacturing and maintaining of electric buses until December 2030. So that's positive. Yes Bank's Q4 business update is positive. Advances grew by 5% sequentially, 14% year on year. Deposit growth was much stronger at 10% sequentially and 22% year on year. This has resulted in a decline in its credit to deposit ratio to 86% against 90% in December quarter, and last year it was 92%. So this is one of the few banks where CD ratio is actually coming down. CASA ratio is also improved to 31% versus 30% in December quarter. Last year also it was 31%. So overall good numbers from Yes Bank. Today on IPO will be listing SRM Contractors. Issue price was 210 and listing is expected to happen at around close to 300. At that price, the market cap will be close to 750 crores. We had given subscribe rating. SRM is a small EPC company having a revenue of 350 crores in the current financial year and is engaged in construction of roads, tunnels and slope stabilization works in the territories of J&K and Ladakh. The two main USPs of this company is that it is focused on these two states where government is also focused to improve the road infrastructure and is spending heavily to develop these regions. Secondly, it has specialized skill sets for execution in hilly regions, especially for works like slope stabilization, which shall facilitate expansion in other states with similar kind of terrain in the northern part of India. Order book has grown from just 400 odd crores couple of years back to 1200 crores in January, and in fact in the month of March it was close to 1800 crores. Order book to sales ratio is at 3.7 times current year sales. This provides decent growth visibility over next couple of years. If we compare it with peers, most of the peers are very large compared to SRM size, but SRM's top line growth has been good at 37% CAGR in last couple of years against just 19% for peers. And ROC and working capital are more or less in line with that of peers. If SRM lists at around 300, then it will trade at valuation of 22 times P on FY24 earnings, which is much higher than peer average of 15 times. But we believe that higher growth visibility will ensure that valuation premium sustains going forward also. But we don't expect further expansion in the P ratio, but investors with long-term horizon can continue to hold the stock as earnings growth will remain pretty strong here. Thank you.
Good morning. Anupam Rasayan India has signed a letter of intent with the Japanese multinational company worth rupees 743 crore, where it expects to supply to advanced intermediates over the next 7 years using fluorination chemistry. So this is positive for the company. Gopal Snacks Limited has announced the results for Q3 FY24, where it has observed decline in overall performance. The revenue grew by 1.2% on a YY basis. In terms of volume growth, Gathia sales grew by 18% and Namkeen sales grew by 9%. While Western Snacks has seen the flat volume growth and other snacks has grown by 30%. Gross margin impacted during the quarter. And it has also seen increase in employee expenses and other expenses. So as a result, EBITDA margin reported at 9.6% versus 16% in the same quarter last year. the will provide the outlook post scheduled con call tomorrow. Thank you.
Good morning. Today, Bharti Hexacom IPO is opening for subscription. Bharti Airtel holds 70% stake in this company. Bharti Hexacom also provides mobile, fixed line, and broadband services, particularly in Rajasthan and Northeast circles, wherein in Rajasthan it enjoys 40% market share and holds a second position, and in Northeast circle, it is a market leader with 53% market share. Overall, the ARPU, that is the average revenue per user for the company, has improved from rupees 135 in fiscal year 21 to 197 in the 9 months FY24. On the upper price band, the stock is available at 10.5 times EV by EBITDA. It's annualized 9 months FY24 earnings, which is lower than the industry average. So we believe that Bharti Hexacom is rightly placed to tap the growing demand for data consumption in the country, and on the back of the vast parental fiber connectivity and submarine cable investments. In addition, also the tele density is improving and the continuous synergies unlocking from the parent company. We believe that Bharti Hexacom will continue to maintain its market leadership in its areas of operation, and we are recommending subscribe to the IPO with a long-term view. The total issue size is of 4,275 crore and is entirely offer for sale of 7.5 crore shares. Price band of the IPO is rupees 542 on the lower end and 570 on the upper end, and it is open for subscription from 3rd April to 5th April. Thank you.
Yeah, that's all from us. And I'll request commodity team to take up from here.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. In today's session, also we are expecting price in precious metal to rally. Already have opened gap up, but buying on dips around 69 200 to 150 is recommended with a stop loss of 68 950. On upside, again, it can test 69 500 to 600 levels. Silver too, we are expecting prices to test 78,000, 500. So buying around 77 500 is recommended with a stop loss of 77,000. And in metals also, we are expecting copper prices to test 775, 77 levels on upside. So buying around 769 is recommended with a stop loss of 765. Zinc also expected to test 223 to 24 levels. So buying recommended around 220.50 and maintain a stop loss of 218.50. Crude oil also we are expecting prices to test 71, 70, 72, 100 on upside. So buying around 60 7050 is recommended with a stop loss of 6980. Natural gas, we are expecting prices to test 162, 165 on upside. So buying around 154 is recommended with the stop loss of 144. And aluminum also one can initiate a buy around 212 with a stop loss of 210. On upside, it can test 214. So that's it from me. I'll ask Utkarsh to take the call forward.
Thank you, sir. Very good morning, all of you. For today's trading session in USD we are expecting some sideways to bearish momentum. So, for intraday purpose, one can initiate short positions around if we get any pullback, 83.44 to 83.38 levels with a stop loss of 83.54 for the target of 83.43 and 83.35 levels. In Euro INR, one can initiate a long positions if prices will sustain above 90.03 levels with a stop loss of 89.85 for the target of 90.27 and 90.41 levels. In GBP INR, one can initiate a long positions around 104.95 levels with a stop loss of 104.769 for the target of 105.20 and 105.43 levels. Thank you.